Next assignment that we have is building a functional business network with DHCP and DNS and a web server. This one was a little challenging, but to get through it, the things that you need are the 290/60 or the 2960 switch. You need three of those. You need two PCs, one for sales, one for accounting. You need the router to connect them. It's like the gateway. And then you need to install three of the one CGE into the routers. And then you need one server, and then you connect them all with the copper straight through. So you can see the copper straight through, connect it, the router, got everything there. So first step, what we're doing is connecting all the network devices. And then, so like I said, the router is a gateway. So you put in those first three CGE router cards, and then you connect the 00 to the sales, and that's the gigabit Ethernet, and then the 1/0 to the accounting, and then the 2/0 to the IT switch. And then the next step that we're doing is configuring the router gateway. So we're assigning IP addresses to each router, or to the router interface, and for each device. So on here, you click on that, and then you go inside. I don't know what happened to all of mine. Well, you're going to go inside of the router. You're going to go to the configuration mode, and then you go through the steps to set it up. And then you're assigning an IP address and subnets, and then with the IP helper address, you later assign that to the server. That's what we're doing in this next step here. And then I found out for the IT subnet, you actually don't need to enter in a helper address on that, since it's on the same local network. So on that one, I don't have the IP helper address added on the router configuration for the server, for the IT switch. Cool. Let's see on here. So the next step we had to do was configure the server with a static IP. So what that is doing is assigning a fixed IP address. So the server assigning a fixed IP address to the server so other devices can find it. So how you do that? We went into here, and then you go to desktop, IP configuration, and then you just follow the instructions to fill it in. And if you notice, that's the helper address right there. And then after you get that set up, you want to configure DHCP on the server. And then you do that in services, DHCP, you want to make sure that it's clicked on. Once it is, you're going to add your sales groups and your accounting group to it. But you need to make sure you change these in order for it to work correctly. At first, I wasn't doing that, so I was having an issue with the DHCP connecting. But once you get that fixed, the DHCP should work when you assign the PCs for automatic IP addresses. So make sure you just pay attention to the starting IP address, and you should be fine on that. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to use that again in a second. So the next step, what we're doing, like I said, is verifying the DHCP on the PCs. So we're gonna pull that up, and you can go to IP config. You go in there, and you can click that. should request, you should get it. Perfect. And it's working. You could do that with the other one as well. Perfect. So the next thing, what we're gonna do is create a DNS server. It's it's we're creating a website for the server for the other devices to access. So we're gonna go in here. Then after that, we're gonna go to the DNS, and then here you're gonna create the name. So like what people will type in an address bar, and then the address is the IP address of the website that you want to go to. After that's in, you're going to hit save, and then you check to see if that's working, and you can check by doing that. Oh wait, we'll do that in a second. What you also want to do, what did I do with that? Where's it at? There it is. You want to go on to HTTP. You want to make sure it's turned on. And here's how you design what the website's going to look like. So that's why you hit the edit, and you can change font, you can change colors, you have the copyright, you have all that in there. Hit save. When you're done changing the website, once you're done changing the website, you're going to verify the DNS and the web servers are working. So what you're going to do is, let me get that out here. You're going to open up a PC, command prompt, and then you're going to ping www.website.com. There you go. And that website is working. And then that's how you complete this assignment. And yeah, the hardest part was just when I was setting up the DHCP on the server. Just got to make sure you get those IP address, the starting IP, correct, and then it should work fine. That was the only issue that I came across on that. But otherwise, it was pretty fun, and I liked it. A DHCP server is used to automatically grab IP addresses, and a DNS server is used so people can find websites. Or a DNS server is used for, you can have the IP address of the server. You can make it like your information available to other people. And a web server is used to gather, to give information to an end user. And then an A record, I have had to look up that one because I missed that question on when I was going over this. So let's at least get an answer. So it's a fundamental type of a DNS record that maps a domain name, like example.com, to an IPv4 address, allowing computers to find server hosting that domain. So that's what that is. I didn't know that before. Now I know it. Now we got it. Cool. Thank you.